Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So I just got back from Ulta and I just picked up the brand new Anastasia Beverly Hills foundation. I guess that's just the name of it. Luminous foundation. Sorry. Just picked this up. It just came out today on the Anastasia website and Ulta online. There's like an early preview Ulta stores. I don't know what early preview like technically means, but it's out in stores at Ulta. Not have the entire shade range out. I don't know if that's just because that's what they got in shipment, but that is kind of annoying to have like this brand new, really like highly anticipated foundation or launch and not get the entire line. First, like as always, the lighter shades were mostly available. I believe the end of the like shade range was not there. I do have some words or thoughts about the shade range though. I did pick up the shade 140 Neutral, which was not the shade I was going to pick up. I actually looked at the swatches and everything online before I went into the store today, and I for sure thought that I was going to be 220 or 210 neutral because the description for that is light skin with neutral peach undertones, and that was for 220, which is pretty much what I am. And then 210 was light skin with a neutral golden undertone. Went in stores to swatch them on my face, which I'm so glad that I went in store and not ordered this online, because when I tried it and I swatched it on my face, it was so yellow and so dark on me, and I was so confused. So I even went to, I think the shade right before 210, I think it was 200, which was light skin with a warm undertone, and again was still too yellow. So I went to the other end of the spectrum to the lighter shades, and I picked up this one, which was 140 Neutral, because all the other ones in between I think were warm or cool, which I'm not. I am a more neutral undertone, so I wanted to get the correct undertone, and sure enough, this one was a match. This does concern me considering this was the 4th or 5th foundation in the line, and I'm not that light. Like, I'm light, but not that light, you know? Like, I'm definitely more of a light, if I'm a little tan, light medium. So the fact that I was 140, that's pretty high in the line considering the first shade is 100. So description for the one that I picked up was fair skin with a neutral peach undertone. I'm definitely not fair, like at all. I'm definitely a light skin tone, light medium sometimes depending on like what foundation it is, but I'm definitely not fair at all, and that concerns me for the people that bought this online that are like a fair skin tone. They're gonna be very disappointed. We'll see how it looks once I apply it to my entire face. I did swatch this in the store and it did look like it matched my neck and everything, but then again, Ulta's lighting is a little weird. I'll pick up the powder because it was $36, and I think you get less in there than you do in the Laura Mercier powder, which is $38, and that's just a little pricey for me. The only one I would ever pay for that much, honestly, is the Laura Mercier, so I didn't pick that up. And I didn't pick up the foundation brush because I don't like using brushes for my foundation. It's $38. I think with the tax and everything, it came out to $41.61. It does have a lot of claims. It is gluten-free, alcohol-free, clinically tested, dermatologist tested, ophthalmologist tested, non-comedogenic, suitable for sensitive skin, long wearing, no flashback. This is a medium coverage. I've mentioned before, I am not a huge fan of luminous foundations. I do love me a good matte foundation. I typically go for a more matte, demi-matte, semi-matte, natural matte. Those are the kind of foundations I like, but I did want to try this out because this is a very like highly anticipated product for Anastasia, but it is a medium coverage. So the minute I saw medium coverage, I was like, I'm on it. You guys know I love medium coverage. I'm not a big fan of full coverage foundations, so that's kind of the reason why I wanted to pick it up. This does say it's long wearing. We will find out about that. I haven't watched anyone's videos yet, only Rocio's, and to be honest, she has dry skin. If you guys want to see a review on this foundation with somebody with drier skin, with acne and acne prone skin, definitely head over to Rocio's video. I will link that one down below because she's the video that I watch. I always like watching her foundation reviews, but it didn't seem like it lasted very long on her skin, and that's someone with dry skin. I have more normal dry right now. Since it is summer, I do have a more normal skin type, so I don't know, we'll see. I am going to be using a matte primer because I want to test this out as the way I would normally wear it. I don't want to use something that I would never use, so I am going to be using the Fenty mattifying primer because I've been loving that one, and I already know, you guys, if I don't use a matte primer, this is going to look like a oily mess on me, and I'm not somebody that gets oily, but with more luminous foundations, I do get really shiny in like this area, like my chin and stuff. So I want to test this out the way I would wear it on an everyday basis. My last little thing I just have to say about this foundation is it looks so pretty, like up like this, and then you turn it around and you have these giant letters on the back that say foundation. I saw that Norvina said that she did this for working MUA so they could like find it easily. You guys know I am a working MUA and I have been for 6 or 7 years now. I've never once been like, wow, I can't find my foundation because I can't read it. Considering that the foundations do take up a big portion of my kit anyway, that's never been like a issue for me, you know? Like, I can see that this is foundation. I don't need like the words on it. What would have been helpful is the shade color on here, like the name of it, like 140 neutral. That would have been really helpful, because when I'm like with a client, I'm always like, what shade is this? Like, I can't see, like I'm already blind as it is. The shade number would have been really helpful, but foundation, I don't really like that. But it's on the back, so you can't really see it. Anyways, enough of me rambling. Let's get into trying this out. I am going to be testing this out. I am going to be wearing this all day long, doing check-ins through the day. So let's just get into it. I am going to be using a damp sponge for this, because that's what I always use. And I don't want to use things on like a review where like I wouldn't normally use them, like a brush or like a different primer and stuff. So I'm going to be using my normal products because that's how I would use it every single day. I'm going to be priming my skin using the Fenty mattifying primer. I'm really excited for Fenty's foundation that's coming out too. That is a hydrating primer, because that one also says it's long wearing, and to be honest, if I'm wearing foundation, I need it to be long wearing. Like, I don't just wear foundation for the hell of it. Like, I wear foundation because I got things to do, I got places to go, and I need it to last. So that's what I look for in a foundation. This, I'm glad it does have a pump. This does have a standard amount of 1 ounce in here. So let's just pump this out. All right, that was a really small pump. I'm taking, okay, the pump that comes out is like a pretty small amount, so I'm taking 2 pumps like that, and I'm just gonna apply this with a damp sponge. So okay, yeah, this, see, I'm telling you, it does look like it matches me pretty well, and I wouldn't say I'm fair, like, at all. I wouldn't consider myself a fair skin tone. Even though it says it's a more neutral peach, I still feel like it's a little on the more yellowy side. But this is actually like a really good match, so on really nicely. I didn't want to use like a hydrating primer with this because I knew if I would use like a hydrating primer, it honestly would just like slip off my face. I definitely think, you know, it's already settling in my smile lines, you guys. How I've had this on for like literally a minute. That matte primer, I definitely think I still get like some matteness, but you can also see that my skin looks very luminous. I like the coverage on it. I think it looks really, really nice. Like, it looks like my skin. So far I do like it. I just want to see like how it holds up through the day. It does look a little bit lighter on camera, but in person it looks like it matches my chest and everything. So at that, I think it looks really good. I can still see like my freckles and things underneath. I actually really love the coverage. It looks super, super nice. And overall, I think it looks really nice all over the skin. So I don't feel, maybe because I use the matte primer, but I don't feel like I need to really set to the rest of my face, other than like maybe under my eyes when I do concealer and stuff. But so far, so good. Apply my concealer really quick, so I'll be right back. Okay, so I just applied concealer. I just used my Milani one, and it looks good. It didn't like sit weird on top of the foundation or anything. I'm gonna set this really quick. I am just gonna use my Laura Mercier translucent powder. I'm just gonna set under my eyes. I don't know if I'm gonna set anywhere else yet. Set my under eyes, I set my chin, and I'm also going to set this area right here. But once I bake my nose, it also kind of sets that area too. So I'm just setting right there, just basically in my T-zone. I really do like the coverage, and I like the way it's sitting on the skin. It feels really lightweight. It doesn't really feel like I'm wearing anything. Now it is exactly 12 o'clock. I'm gonna go ahead and apply the rest of my makeup, and then I'll come back and show you guys what everything looks like once I have my full face applied. So let me go ahead and finish up the rest of my face, and I'll be right back. Okay guys, so I just finished doing the rest of my makeup. I went with the lavender look today because I have this new shadow from Sugarpill. It's the shade Velouria. Is this not me, you guys? I love it. It looks so good. And then on my lid, I have the ColourPop. It's my Pleasure palette. I have the shade Earthshine all over my lid, and it looks so good. Probably my new go-to eye look. I love it. On my lips, I have Lumiere lip liner with the Easy Bake lip gloss. It is 12:25, so I've had this on for about 25 minutes now, and It looks good. I am noticing that it is settling in my smile lines. I mentioned that pretty much almost immediately after applying it, so that does bug me a little bit because usually that doesn't happen till around maybe like a couple hours in. Usually most foundations settle in my smile lines anyway, just never really this early on, but yeah, it's definitely there though. I see it. But other than that, I think the rest of the skin looks pretty good. I wanted to mention too, I forgot to mention these earlier, but I wanted to give you guys my shade references and other foundations. In the Fenty foundation, I am 190. In Lancome Tawny Dual, I am 250 Warm Bisque. In Velouria Fresh Wear, I am Linen. And those are like the three main foundations that I do wear, so I will leave any other shade references down below. So far it looks pretty good. I'm just hoping that this will last through the day. Like I said, right now it is about to be 12:30, so I will check in with you guys. I'm going to be doing check-ins through the day, so I'll probably check in within a couple hours, and then maybe like one more check-in, and then like the final check-in at the end of the day. I'll check in with you guys in a little bit. Okay, I remember what I wanted to do now. I wanted to show you guys a up close on my phone camera just because I feel like this camera is a little bit better. But you guys can see, I mean, it looks pretty good. I don't know if you guys can see like the, can you zoom on like the front camera? No, you can't. Okay. But you guys can see it's kind of like settling in my smile lines, but I think it looks pretty good everywhere else. Like it looks really nice. Like everything looks nice and smooth. Coverage looks good. But yeah, I just wanted to show you guys like a little up close with my lights and everything on my phone. But yeah. So far so good. Hey guys, I wanted to do a quick little check-in. What time is it? Alexa, what time is it?
The time is 5:12 p.m.
Oh my god, okay. It's 5:12. That was ridiculously loud. Guys, I had so much stuff that I was gonna do today and I didn't end up doing anything. I started to reply to some emails and I had like the TV on in the background, and then I tried to like catch up with Euphoria because it ends tonight and I had a couple episodes to catch up with, so I haven't really done much, but the foundation still looks really good. It's definitely, I don't know if you guys can see, let's see right here. Yeah, the foundation, it has gotten kind of shiny, but honestly it doesn't look bad. Like I expected it to be like way more dewy. It also could be that I used that matte primer. I definitely see that I'm shiny like right here and like up here and stuff, but again, like it doesn't look bad. Like I would still go out like this and I wouldn't like touch up or anything because I think it looks fine. After this I'll probably just do the end of the day check-in, but so far right now I've worn it for 5 hours and I think it still looks pretty good. So give you guys like this kind of view from my mirror, because I don't know, I feel like in the mirror I look hella good. Like my makeup looks really poppin'. I like the way it looks, so you guys can kind of see more now like what I'm talking about, how it looks luminous but not super like dewy or like that I look sweaty or oily or anything. It's just like, wow, my skin looks really nice and healthy. So yeah, I'm liking it a lot so far. So far, still good. Hey guys, so right now it is 7:15, so I've had this on for 7 hours, and I feel like I don't really need to wear it for the rest of the day. Right now, even just a little while ago, it was really weird. It was like fine. I thought it still looked really good. Now, it's breaking up a lot around my chin. It is breaking up around my nose, around my mouth area. I can see it kind of fading away around like my jawline over here. Everywhere else looks fine, but just, yeah, like in this area it's getting pretty shiny. I can see it kind of breaking up around my nose, definitely around my chin. My chin looks kind of gross. I'll try to put like a close-up on my phone. Is there like a little clip or something right here of just like a close-up of my face? It just doesn't look like the best right now, and like I don't really need to wear it any longer for the rest of the day. I can pretty much tell like where it's at. I'm actually still pretty surprised with how well it lasted through the day up until like around right now. Definitely not as bad as I thought it was going to be. I definitely felt like it was going to get really dewy and like shiny through the day, like even earlier. So I'm impressed with that. I definitely would wear it again. I don't think this would be like a foundation I would wear for like a long period of time, but if you have like a normal skin type and want it to last a little bit longer, definitely like a more mattifying or just like a long wearing kind of primer would work. Really didn't do anything at all today. Pretty sure maybe if I was like out, maybe it would have not lasted as long as it did. I mean, still 7 hours isn't really like that long. I typically end up wearing my makeup for like 12 hours, so that's usually like the amount of time that I would like a foundation to last, because I'm not doing anything. Like, I'm not just the type of person that will put on makeup just to not do anything, other than like today when I just like had to film. But like on an everyday basis, I do not wear foundation in general if I'm not like filming or doing a look or something. So yeah, if I'm wearing like a full face of makeup, I want my makeup to last, because chances are I'm going to be out and doing things all day long. Still think that the shade range wasn't that great. Like, maybe not the shade range, but like the undertones at least were really off. I had tweeted about it earlier too, and a lot of people said the same thing, that like they had tried it and like tested it in stores, and like it was super off to like what the description was, or like the undertones. It was like either way too light or way too dark. Like, it was just kind of all over the place. I've seen the comments throughout the day too, like on Trend Mood, and everyone kind of says the same thing. Sometimes when it comes to like Anastasia products, I feel like I can't really get like a true honest opinion from other people, because there's so many, like, especially people that are like on their PR. Like, I feel like probably saying this is gonna like never get me on their PR list, but I feel like some people kiss like Anastasia's ass to like stay on PR, and like will give them so much praise when like there are certain things that need to be addressed, like the undertones. Like, it was really off. Just me, I don't know, maybe it was my skin tone, maybe I got a weird skin tone. I also haven't seen anybody with a darker skin tone review this foundation either, so I don't know how those shades are, but I definitely think there was something a little off with the description. I would have been really mad if I paid 40 bucks for a foundation that ended up being like the wrong price. Granted, I think you can return stuff on the Anastasia website and obviously at Ulta as well. I do, however, like the foundation. Is it my favorite foundation? No, but I don't really have too many luminous foundations, so I definitely like, this is probably one of the only ones. This foundation kind of reminds me of the L'Oreal Pro Glow, so if you guys don't want to spend 40 bucks, you can definitely opt for that one, because I really do like that foundation as well. Overall thoughts, it's like, it's okay. It's not like revolutionary. I have other foundations that I like more. Also, it's just based on like personal preference. I feel like this is probably gonna be really good for everyone that has really dry skin. You're probably gonna like it a lot. Which, like I'm saying, like, it's not a bad foundation, but I also don't like think that I would normally spend like 40 bucks, because it was 40, it was 38 plus tax. It comes out to $41. I wouldn't really spend $41 on this, and I'm still kind of like debating if I want to keep it or not, because like I do like it, but I'm also like, it was $41, and if I'm not going to use this like that much, maybe I should just return it, because it's 41 bucks that I could have. And you know, I don't know about you, but I don't just have $41 laying around for a foundation that I don't really care for. Like, it's good, but it's also not like the best. To wear it like maybe a couple more times. Maybe I'll wear it like 2 or 3 more times to see, like, maybe I will keep it. I will update you guys if I end up returning it or anything. Advice for you is to go to Ulta and try it yourself, because if not, I feel like the descriptions are really off. That's like really the only bad thing I have to say about it. I mentioned I saw this on Trend Mood's comments as well, because she posted a picture of the display at Ulta, and the picture she posted, there was no dark shades in stock in the display. And same for me when I went to Ulta earlier. I would say only like 2 of the deeper range were there. The rest of them were not, and none of the dark powders were in stock either. So why they did that, I don't know, like if there was something on like Anastasia's end, or if it was like Ulta, I don't know. But I feel like if you're gonna launch a foundation, you should make sure all the shades are in stock. I read that there was also something about that as well online last night. My little review on that. I hope it was helpful for you. I would definitely say if you have dry skin, try it out. You probably will like it. If you have more normal skin, you might like it. Oily skin, I would just stay away from it. You're probably not gonna like it unless you like looking really dewy and oily. Then by all means go for it, but I would definitely say more dry skin, you'll probably like it. I'll leave, like I said, all my other shade references down below. I can't remember if I mentioned this earlier. This foundation does come in 50 shades, and it should be in all stores as of August 15th, but it should be in all Ulta stores right now. So comment down below if you're picking this up, if you tried it, did you like it, did you not like it, do you have a similar skin type as me, like did it work out for you? Just let me know. But anyways, if you guys did like this video, then make sure to give it a big thumbs up, subscribe if you're not subscribed already, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.